Welcome to Hangman Tarot. This is Jordan. I will be doing your reading. This one, the next one, next one, next one. All right. So first off, subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you can get notifications. You don't miss a thing when we've got new readings up. Also like and share Facebook, Instagram, Hangman Tarot. Welcome, Virgo. We're doing your reading for letting go of doubt and fear. It's for January, yes, 2021, but this is something that you can take fully through the year with you. So making sure to release doubts, uncover stuff that we repress, or uncover things that we project. We're just not aware of it. Compensating for things, overcoming fears is a perfect way to start your year. Letting go of the illusion. It's a perfect place. All right, so let's get on with it. We're going to be doing our 7-card spread. I've already got your spread all set up. I've tried to actually video a few times, but sometimes those get interrupted. So here I am for the 4th time. You don't know it, but I do. We'll get it. I'll get it. Okay. All right. So we're going to start with your energy. So this is going to be all about you energy, where you are energetically right now. And it just so happens that you're Hangman. And these cards are Mystic Tarot. They're kind of spooky, but they're really cool. They're really good artwork. I really love the art for sure, the symbolisms. All right, so you're kind of at a crossroads is the feeling I'm getting off of this. Maybe something about a limbo. You could even be in a relationship that's getting difficult. It's getting difficult to make some type of a choice for sacrificing. Making a choice to sacrifice. So you're at a crossroads trying to figure out, trying to look at all of the issues within the crossroad, and you're trying to really examine where you are as far as wanting to sacrifice. Is this important enough, or is this just issues? Are these just issues, or is there something important enough here to sacrifice for? There's a kind of like a victim energy. So it's almost like maybe you could be playing victim in this story, or somebody else might, but you also could be being manipulated in this as well. So the energy is pretty fierce as far as being in limbo though. So that is for sure. So your energy is very much kind of distracted, not really very focused on the issues or the relationship or the energy of this. But then all of a sudden you are, because you're being put into a position where you have to be. And so that, again, that's where it's like victim, or is this manipulating? So Ace of Cups is our next one, and this is our deny. So this is energetically where we are as far as like denying things that we might not even be aware that we're denying, or things that we just kind of ignore and we're like, oh yeah, that's right. You kind of don't accept the fact that you or your energy in a relationship, some type of partnership here. So this is very much partnership happening. Most of these cards are falling into that, and there is 4 major arcana cards in your reading. So this is a huge deal. You're having a huge shift, and there's a transition. So this is happening quickly here. This is going to make marks on your path. I mean, this is going to change your life. This could, especially if you do it a specific way. Either way, it will definitely make some sort of result, but you're going through an experience that maybe you've never even been in, or you've never had to experience this with the person that you're dealing with. But it went very much into kind of a letting go of fears and doubts in a relationship, because it's very much in that place. And surprisingly for Virgo. Anyway, so, okay, so your Ace of Cups, your denial of just thinking one of you has something to offer. So it's almost like you, though. Like, you keep thinking, like, do I have anything to offer? Or does this person have anything to offer? Or what Like you were quite in a denial of even thinking about it. So you're in a denial that you have something to offer. So you're in a place of insecurity for some reason with this relationship. And so you deny the fact that you have any worth in it. And that's why you're in this limbo. You're kind of contemplating a sacrifice, some type of a sacrifice for the crossroad that you're at, and the crossroad being something major because of the 4 major arcana cards that I have out here for you. So you're in a pickle. You're in a limbo, but you're just kind of coming into, so your eyes are kind of unclouding, and you're like, oh my God, like, do I have something to offer, or do I have a lot to offer and I have to sacrifice? And what am I sacrificing? Why am I sacrificing when I don't even feel good? I don't even good. This isn't even good. Like, this is just a very insecure energy. Okay, so our 4 of Pentacles, a repression. So we've got 4 of Pentacles. This is a card of repressing, something that we repress. A lot of times we repress things that we just are not willing to deal with. It's like a protection mode that we go into. You've been... Okay, so you're in... This is obviously a relationship, yeah. There's a relationship that has been happening here. And again, you're in limbo with it. You are supposed to be sacrificing, and you don't even know what for, because you don't even feel very good in the relationship. So energy-wise, you're just in a pickle of a thing here. But it is a huge deal because of the arcana cards, major arcana cards. This is a transition within your life. This is a really momentous occasion. I mean, this is going to be a great thing for you. You have been repressing in this relationship. So you repressed the control and kind of the you hide how you feel about the control that the other person has. It could even mean something like you have. So, I mean, this could always resonate in the opposite sense. So this even could be like you're in limbo about trying to make a decision about somebody who doesn't even care about you. And maybe they have low insecurity, and maybe you are controlling them. So, I mean, it could go both ways, but it's very much a kind of going with the Virgo is with a cranky person. And they feel like you feel like they stop you from growing because you feel, they make you feel like shit. Let's just put it there, okay? Through manipulation or some type of, a radical control, really. So they make you feel like shit. They have a control over you. Could even be a financial control, but they do have this sense over you that kind of controls you, and you've kind of repressed this, and you've repressed your feelings about how you feel in this relationship, and that's why you are in limbo, because you don't really know. And like all this stuff keeps coming up because when we repress our feelings on control or some type of manipulation tactics or some type of abuse, mind abuse, those things will start coming up. Especially if you start thinking about life changes. Those things definitely will start coming up. And they'll be like, hey, remember us. Don't do it. I'm really rooting for you not to do this. Like, if this is what this is insane. Okay, reverse Fool. This is going to be our projection card. So you're projecting what you're projecting onto somebody else. Okay? It is the Fool, and it's reverse. So you don't listen to advice, and that's pretty typical as far as like Virgos. You very you wouldn't know, I guess. Talking to like a Virgo, you wouldn't know if they took your advice or not, because they are so different on the outside than they are on the inside. They're very much different, very sensitive, and you know, kind people, but on the outside they look like they really got their shit together, like they don't need advice type of people. You would never know if they took it anyway. Okay, so projection here, you don't take people's advice. There's a thing about breaking promises and not giving a shit about feelings here. So, when you don't care about yourself on the inside, you're going to project that onto somebody else, and you're going to make it like they're the ones making you feel that way, but it's just projecting their inner self. You're projecting your inner self onto them, or they're doing it to you. Again, this is such a relationship thing that this projection card could be about the other person too. It's just kind of how, wherever you are with this. I mean, there's a huge thing of dealing with your truth and facing facts and understanding that resistance of getting to know yourself, or, you know, really caring about yourself enough to not allow somebody to project their bullshit onto you. You'd be very foolish not to. Like, that's kind of where this is at. Like, you are not very faithful in that for some reason, but yeah, you are. There's a projection, and I don't know which way it's going. Again, the Virgo reading's very much coming about the cross watcher. It could be very much, it's very strange. Okay. I'm sure this happens. I'm like, I don't know. I've never had a reading like this. Okay. So Temperance is our fifth. This is our fifth card. So this is our compensate card. So you're really willing to compensate how you feel, to be a people pleaser, to not rock the boat. In which case, Virgo, yes, this is appearing to be the fact that you are the manipulated here. Again, it could be the other way, but I'm not getting that anymore. I'm really getting a sense that these cards are very much a warning that there's an issue here. There's a huge fucking issue, and you need to deal with it. You can't just walk around not rocking the boat, because people will love you if you rock the boat. If they stop loving you when you rock the boat, then that means that they didn't love you, that they didn't really care anyway. There's a root cause to the issue. There always is. And it's the person or the energy that is around you they're too good to be true. And you're really realizing that. You're really waking up to that. And those major arcana cards are really a huge indication of that. And that's where you are. Something happened. There was a crossroads. Something happened. You came into limbo because you were like very like wishy-washy as far as like trying to make a choice, in a sense of a mind where you've been played games with, and then you're coming to realization because there is a crossroads. There's some kind of growth happening, and you're like, should I or shouldn't I? What do I have to offer? Do they have this to offer? Am I going to sacrifice the rest of my life to be a victim of this shit? You know, that's where that's at. To overcome doubts, we definitely have a really good reversed Lovers card. And this is to know what's wrong and what's right with you. So this card is pointing to your heart. It wants you to start trusting it. And when we know the things that are good and bad for our own selves, we can trust our heart, because it's almost like working a muscle. You just got to practice this every day, is just really trusting your decision making. And you're not. But I can tell you right now, if you're even hesitant, then like, done. Like, this energy is very like, lost. It's creepy, because you were so sure about something until you were presented with a life lesson, or like another stair to go up. And life was like, listen, no stairs until this guy makes a decision and he gets on with himself and comes out of this denial and comes out of the repression of a relationship that has put him into projection, and he is compensating his own feelings for others, somebody who is just too good to be true, and there's all these other hidden agendas. You can overcome this. You can start over. You can start trusting your heart. Make the decisions now so you can start building that strength. The last but not least is our Ace of Wands. beautiful card, isn't it? This is overcoming fear. As far as the Ace of Wands, huge energy about passion. And we can't feel passion. We can't feel any kind of life happy feeling if we are feeling like this. If you don't even feel like trusting of your own self, and you're too pushy, you're too self-assured to feel those things right now. Or you were, and you're kind of coming in the midst of that and coming out of it. So this overcoming that fear, if you don't feel passion, if you don't feel joy or happiness, you're always going to feel fear. I mean, things are going to stem from fear, not love, because you're really suppressing what that is. Because you're suppressing everything really by protecting yourself in the energy and relationship or the partnership or whatever it is. And it holds off the good too. So, I mean, to feel passion in life, you can't feel that way. So you got to face your truths, definitely. You have to get on it too, because things are happening really quick here. And you want to have excitement and enjoy things. The only way to not feel fear is to really start feeling those other things, because there's a lot of fear based around all these energies to me. And this is something you've been living in probably for a while. But there's something happening for you. You have a huge transition happening, and whatever this is, if you're the energy or not, it definitely is coming to an end. Whether that is a new beginning with that person or not, it's coming to an end because you're becoming aware of it too. So hopefully you can change it in the relationship. If not, moving on. Okay, so that was a really different reading. It was something I've never had a reading. Like, I completely planned on doing just the fears and the doubts that we can release so we can start our new year. But you know, I don't think it really matters. I think it matters whatever's going on in your life. And if there's an energy around you that you need to release, then release it. That's what you need to do. And that's just a part of it. And it is scary. It's probably the scariest thing to release a person, but that's where you are, Virgo. So get on with it. Get on with it. All right. Make sure you subscribe to Hangman Tarot. Check out Instagram, Facebook, share and like, and we will see you next time. Good luck, Virgo.